Hey everyone, this is Ray with the channel Love Water Healing, and I'm here to do a yearly reading for all my Scorpios for the year of 2023. Let's begin. Remember, we have forgotten what it is like to truly feel. Sometimes we mistake any depth of feeling for sadness, any sense of the unknown for fear, and any sense of peace for boredom. Accept your remembrance, your awakening, and let it blossom within you. Allow it to enlighten and illuminate your magical inner world, giving you direct access to your expanded presence through a greater perception of oneness. There was and is a time when self, soul, and world were one, when you lived in peace with yourself and the world around you. The memory is there in your heart, your cells, deep inside, underneath what you think is real. Sit quietly and take a deep breath. Go within and whisper to yourself. Remember. Remember. Okay, it's time to do some remembering, Scorpio. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, we're going to start off January with the Three of Pentacles. So this reminds us how talented we are, how capable we are of teaching in new enterprises around us. Three of Pentacles also for me is about showing how you create success, right? Holding that success in your hand and having some backup. February. So I think here in January, when we're talking about January going into February, it's even like the middle of February. There's some leaving that's going to happen, some loss, but I think it's about emotional things that are in part of what you're going through, Scorpio, because you recognize all the success that you have here, and maybe in leaving a part of yourself behind, right? There's some sorrow and loss that comes along with that, but you're definitely leaving. You're definitely pushing in that direction. Then you have the Knight of Swords. So there's, this is March. There's going to be highs and lows that come along with leaving the situation that you were in. And tensions can be high, and there's going to be emotional highs and lows. But here's what's important. The conflict that comes across to you in March is only going to last a very short period of time, because you're going to get to a creative place where you're able to take your tail and wrap it around that sword and have it ready to fight. So then you have, again, you're being creative, wrapping that tail around that sword, and really having focus and clarity about a situation. And so I think because of that, it puts you in a leadership position, right? You have the Queen here holding her wand, with her third eye, powerful and enlightened here on the top of her head. Because of that, there's lots of growth that comes along. And because you're going to be the leader, and everyone's going to be focused on you, it's going to be a beautiful thing. You're going to think about all the things that you have off in the distance when it comes to May. You're also going to be yearning for something, but don't be disillusioned by boredom. Sometimes in the situation that you're looking off in the distance, and you have this beautiful, thing you're wanting so bad, it doesn't, it triggers you not to think about what you actually have in front of you. So count the blessings that you have in front of you, see what you can be grateful for. And it's not bad to continue to want what is off here in the background, but by recognizing and being grateful, you invoke the law of opposites, right? So we're grateful for these things that we have in front of us, but also recognize that there's things that are coming to us, which is awesome. You're going to be a bit of a hermit when it comes to June. You're doing some inner work at this time, and you're really looking for a solution and a healing solution to what you're going through. Then you have the Mother Star card. This is in July. This is a total yes card for you. So open up to this. This is a goddess energy for me. But you are holding the cup and you're holding the sword. And there's also wands here off in the distance. So powerful for me in saying oh, and you have pentacles too, right? Pentacles. that you have everything that you're wanting and you're asking for. And that you're going to be able to create these things so easily. It's going to be incredibly beautiful for you. So this is a really powerful card here in July. Don't feel like you're going to be bogged down with burdens on your mind. This, for me right here, it demands that you look at yourself and that you don't feel overloaded or stressed out. With this Mother Star card comes a lot of, you know, a lot of different changes that you weren't expecting or even looking for. So if it feels like it's a lot, it's okay. Take your time, and don't get yourself attached to one specific outcome. Um, then you have the King of Swords. So you are in your power at this time. You have learned from the past um, what you dealt with, and now because you understand that knowledge, you have the power to move forward. Knowledge is power. So the influence that it brings, that power, you still have that sword. You may not have the cup that's full off here on the side, like you have here with the Mother Star, but you still have the will to fight. So you have the knowledge behind you and you understand what actions you need to take in order to get to that next place. And this is October. So you're going to be recognizing, like, I have the power to do this. I am magical. I am powerful. I know exactly what to do. And you're going to push forward in that direction. And then you have the King of Cups, which for me is about having the ability to be able to be so charming and charismatic and like aloof almost in a way, and warm-hearted and intuitive, being empathetic. And this could also be a Pisces that comes into the picture, or a person with Pisces in their chart. But yeah, this is just, it's beautiful because November is like your month, and it's awesome. So you're going to be really shining brightly in that month, and you'll enjoy yourself. And then you have December, which is about paying attention to your dreams. You have the High Priestess. This is about the inner work with the spirit world, and also your inner voice and what it says to you. But you're going to have some really powerful dreams that come in here in the month of December. In 2023, they're going to start giving you ideas for the future that you didn't think you really had in you. Let's see what we have. I forgive and release my financial past with love. So that'll be something you will look at in case something comes up for you financially this year, that you can focus on, because by forgiving and releasing, we are then, law of opposite, we are allowing, right? So bringing that forward. Clouds, cave, wind, and fog. Okay, so January, February, March, there's a shape shifting that's happening. You know how clouds are constantly changing shapes, moving around, making different things? That's what's happening here. Then you want to go off and sort of be a hermit by yourself in that cave and create a sanctuary for yourself. You have the ability to do that, to be the hermit right in the situation and really push yourself towards that ending of like creating that space for yourself, realizing that there's different things that are going to be changing emotionally, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually for you, because you have this activation that happens. And so when we hit the end of September here and you're going into the fog, right? And it says veiled, this is going to be important because this activation is really going to ramp you up, right? We're getting to the High Priestess, right? So you have the Magician, you have the King of Cups, and then you have the High Priestess. But is that Queen, that King of Swords. You're still holding forth. You're still pushing forward. You're still activating with that knowledge that you had. So now you have the fog that rolls in here at the Magician, the King of Cups, and the High Priestess. It's all going to be beautiful once everything clears, but this is giving you the opportunity to sort of sit and create some boundaries first before you have that thorough clearing or cleaning or cleaning of the area, right? Because we don't know like focused completely what's underneath there. But once we have it and that veil lifts, you're going to be getting into this really beautiful 2024. So all that stuff begins to change. And then you have the sturgeon. Oh, sturgeon. Seriously, like this was one of the scariest fish for me when I was a kid. It used to really just throw me over the edge, especially when you'd see one in the water. Oh my gosh, it had me running for my life. But it was important because it taught me a lot. It taught me how to swim faster, right? So blessings for old wisdom and generosity. Open to the truth, love, and wisdom within. Be generous to yourself and others. Invoke the knowledge of wisdom keepers inside you. Speak from the heart. Remember and embrace your strengths. Sturgeon is connected to the ancestors that communicate with the elder aquatic animals. It inspires us to stand still and gain knowledge in our strengths. With those strengths, we can face our fears and develop courage, leadership skills, determination, and perseverance. Sturgeon illuminates the depth of our strength and generosity and our abilities so we can impart truth, light, and ancient wisdom to those who need it. And I think that's really cool for you, Scorpio, because I see that there's a lot of changes that are happening, and this is going to be a powerful thing for you to be able to think about as you're pushing forward. The old wisdom and what it means now for you, and how you can really help teach and push that old wisdom forward. And that's what we got. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it, Scorpio. I wish you joy and abundance and prosperity for this year ahead. As always, love your water and love yourself. And I'll see you on the next video. I love you.